Welcome back here to Palm Springs Stadium in beautiful Palm Springs, California. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We are back here, though. What you missed was a leadoff ground out to short by Baker, followed by a walk to Cam Washington. Here is the Chill lineup. It'll go Devin Baker, Cam Washington, Amari Quinn, the first three. Connor Freeze, Nate McCarty, Everett Babcock, the middle three. Matt Radogna, Brett Kose, Cameron Buck, and Jackson Watkins will round out the 10-man lineup here. And on the hill for the Coyotes is Daniel Smith, the tall right-hander, and he faces Amari Quinn with the runner off of second after the stolen base. And Smith's 2-0 to Quinn is popped up to short. Coming over to make the catch, Gallardo. 2 down now for Connor Freeze. So Freeze, who's playing third base and batting cleanup today with an RBI opportunity here early in this game after the pop-out by Amari Quinn accounts for the second out. So Smith looks back to second. Now faces forward, delivers, and a line drive up the middle, but right at the second baseman, Mizukami, who throws to first to Baker in time. The inning is over. We go to the last of the first. It's 0-0 when we come back from Palm Springs Stadium. Welcome back here to Palm Springs Stadium. Jack Lennon along here to bring you coverage of this game between the Chill and the Coyotes. Day 5 of the PSCL. Here's the lineup for the Coyotes. It'll go Paul Saffer, Logan Wanko, Jaden Mizukami, followed by Javi Avalos, Henry Lomax, and Dallas Siricon. Seth Wante, Landon Baker, Roberto Gallardo will go 7, 8, 9, and Caden Raymond, the extra hitter, will bat 10th. So here is Saffer facing off against Gael Martinez, the starter for the Chill, and the first pitch is up and away for ball 1. So, Gael Martinez, the right-hander, number 15, a tall, skinny guy. That one off the outside once again, 2-0. And he loves that fastball, so probably going to see a lot of that today. 2-0 pitch is left up high by Saffer, and it's quickly 3-0 to the leadoff man. Saffer playing right field today. And we'll get to the defensive alignment for the Chill in just a second. 3-0 pitch. A called strike, 3-1. So in the outfield from left to right for the Chill, it's Watkins, Washington, Baker. Has a 3-1 pitch. Is off the inside, ball 4. And on the infield from left to right, it's Freeze, McCarty, Buck, and Amari Quinn. Everett Babcock will be the catcher, putting down the signs. The extra hitter is Matt Radogna, and the designated hitter is Brett Kosei. So here is Logan Wonko with Saffer now leading off of first as the leadoff man is aboard. And the first pitch to Wonko comes all the way in, nearly hits him, 1-0. Six pitches so far for Gael Martinez. He's thrown just one strike now. This one is high. Having trouble finding the zone here early, and perhaps the most concerning part is the fact that he's missing with that fastball, that high fastball that he loves to go to. Just has not even been close to the zone. 2-0 is high again, 3-0. So 8 pitches into this outing for Gael Martinez, and he's thrown just one strike. 3-0 pitch to Logan Wonko. In there, right on the outer third, a called strike, 3-1. A much-needed strike there for Gael Martinez to get back into this count. Three-one pitch. Line foul off the netting, 3-2. Beautiful day, as always, in Palm Springs. Perhaps a little too warm as the temperature creeps over 100 degrees. A nice breeze coming in, though, from left to right. Palm trees waving ever so slightly here towards the broadcast booth. 3-2 pitch from Martinez is on the ground to short. It'll be a tough play to first to Quinn, and it gets away from everybody. So now coming around third is going to be Saffer. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Saffer's going to score, and retreating back to first is Wonko. So he will reach on an infield single, and a throwing error by the shortstop McCarty will allow Saffer to score all the way from first. So a 1B E6 is the call. Wonko will not receive the run batted in. And that will bring up Mizukami. So it's 1-0 here in favor of the Coyotes. First pitch to Mizukami is high. Jaden Mizukami, Los Angeles Harbor College. Now here's a ground ball to second. Could be a pair. To second for one. Back to first. 2. In time, a double play. So that does clear the bases. A 4-6-3 double play for Mizukami. So that brings up Avalos with the bases empty. Javier Avalos, the designated hitter, batting cleanup. And there's the first pitch strike by Gael Martinez. A 1 pitch, Avalos takes. A called strike quickly behind, 0-2. Another game going on in the backfield. These two games, the last of the 4 today. It's been a packed schedule. My colleague and friend Ethan Oliveras just covered the last game between the Bootleggers and the North Stars, in which the North Stars won 14-5. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that's the inning. So We go to the top half of the second. It will be McCarty, Babcock, Radagna coming up for the Chill, and it's 1-0 Coyotes when we come back. Nate McCarty will lead things off here for the Chill in the top of the second inning. It was a scoreless first for the Chill, but not for the Coyotes, who lead 1-0. Still no hits in this game for either team. Depending on the official scoring, could really go either way. Base hit on the infield for Logan Wonko, which was scored an error. So that's first pitch is outside. It's 1-0 to Nate McCarty. Daniel Smith back to work after a spotless first inning. Now called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. So McCarty stands back in. Here's a pitch from Smith. It's up high, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Smith. Away off the plate again, 3-1. So Smith in early danger of walking the leadoff man here, Everett Babcock. The catcher is on deck. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Line in the center field, going back and making a nice running catch up against the warning track and lunging back, Hawante. A really nice catch on the run. So one away here in the top of the second. That's a big out for Daniel Smith, who was in danger of losing him to ball four. Delivered a risky pitch right down the middle. So that one is taken down low by Everett Babcock. So Babcock steps in for the first time. And Babcock tops this one on the ground to second. Mizukami not in time to first on the bobble. So it'll be scored an E4 for Babcock, who reaches first safely. Mizukami will be charged with the error. And that will bring up Matt Radagna. Radagna is the extra hitter in today's game. Remember, the PSCL game's a 10-man lineup. You get a DH and an EH, extra hitter. That one is off the outside. Trying to get these guys as many reps as possible before they return to their respective collegiate programs. On deck is Brett Kosei, the designated hitter. 1-0, runner goes. Pitch is in the dirt. There'll be no throw. Stealing second successfully is the catcher Babcock. And now for Radanya, you got a man in scoring position with one out. Radanya Palomar College. Now disengaging with the batter is Smith as he steps off the mound and stares Babcock back down to second. 2-0 to Matt Radanya. The pitch in tight, 3-0. So in danger of losing Radanya is Daniel Smith, who's already issued one free pass. Cam Washington back in the first inning. .30 is down low, ball four, so it'll be 2 on for Brett Kosei with just one out. Kosei, a Central Christian College of Kansas guy. Long way from home. Out here in Palm Springs, California, just about halfway across the country is Kansas. Not a short trip for him. Runner at second goes. Here's the throw down to third, not in time. Now the runner at first breaks for second, and he will make it as well. So a double steal for Babcock and Radanya. And that opens up first base, and now we got a mound visit. Smith, after a pretty steady first, has broken into the second inning, and he got the sharp line out on Nate McCarty. Got the first guy out, and then an error by Everett that allowed Everett Babcock to reach first, who has since stolen 2 bases and reached third, has really hurt them in this inning. So the manager, Cam Vollmer, departs. Smith will stay in this game. Now runners on second and third for Brett Kosei, one away. A sac fly will tie this game. The pitch. Right on the other third, a called strike. Great pitch by Smith there to get back in the count. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Kosei, 1-2. On deck is Cameron Buck, the second baseman. One-two pitch, got him swinging. It's in the dirt, so coming up with it and throwing to first is Siricon. And 2 are away for Cameron Buck. So Buck in a big spot here with 2 men on, 2 men out. Top of the second. First pitch to Siricon is a called strike on a looping curveball that just flipped over the inner third. And it's 0-1 to Dallas. Make that Cameron Buck. Now Buck takes down low. A check swing, no appeal. Evens the count at 1-1. Jackson Watkins, the right fielder, is on deck. The 1-1 pitch is up high and tight. 2-1. Don't forget the Palm Springs Power will also be in action tonight. PS Power Baseball on YouTube. I'll be along for the call of that game. That one is low, 3-1. I'll be along with my colleague Sam Egan. And we'll be bringing you the coverage of that one starting at 6:53 Pacific time. So 3-1 is the count to Cameron Buck with first base open. And Smith will give him the open bag. So the bases are loaded for Watkins. Still 2 outs here. Top 2. So how did Smith get in this situation? Well, an error at second base by Mizukami cost him. That runner now leads off of third after stealing a pair of bases, and a couple of walks have also hurt him here as the first pitch to Watkins is high. But still just 1 out away from getting out of this inning unscathed. One 0. Tapped foul, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, way off the inside, and it gets away from the catcher Siricon, coming in from third and scoring McCarty. And now it's 1-1, so moving up 90 feet is everybody, and instead of getting out of this inning scoreless, a wild pitch will cost Watkins the lead. Make that Daniel Smith. Watkins at the plate. 2-1 pitch to him. Off the outside and low. 3-1. Three-one pitch. And it's way outside. So the run would have come across anyway. Watkins takes ball 4. That's the 4th walk issued. And the 3rd of the inning by Daniel Smith. And that will bring up Baker, who led off the game with a 6-3 ground out. So Baker is 0 for 1, but a big spot for him here. 2 down, bases loaded. Top of the second, a run already across for the Chill, who have tied this game at 1, and a big swing and a miss at a splitter in the dirt. 0-1. Oh and 1, 2 outs, bases loaded. Top of the second, 1-1 the score. Swing and a miss, nothing in 2 to Baker. Quickly falls behind in that 0-2 trap on a couple of off-speed pitches. A really great pitch there. Nothing in 2, 2 down. Smith hurls to Baker and just off the inside on a breaking ball there. Missed that inside corner maybe by an inch and a half. If that. 1-2. Smith delivers on the ground, back to Smith, off his glove, and it kicks away from the second baseman Mizukami. A run will score. It's an infield single for Baker, And now the Chill lead, it's 2-1. So really should have been a play that Smith made. Instead, it bounces off the very end of his glove and kicks the opposite way of where Mizukami was running over to cover second now. 2 runs are in. The Coyotes have lost the lead. It's 2-1 as the first pitch is outside. And the 1-0 is on the ground to first, and it gets into the outfield for a base hit. So 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Breaking for second is Washington. He's going to make it no problem. And it's 4-1 Chill after another soft ground ball for a base hit. Brings in a pair of runs. So that brings up Amare Quinn. Still 2 outs here. 4 straight Chill have reached. And 6 of the last 7 have reached base safely. That one is high to Amare Quinn, 1-0. Quinn is 0 for 1 with a pop out to short. The 1-0 to Quinn is low, 2-0. Amare Quinn, the big, tall, right-handed first baseman. The 2-0 ground to the third. Long throw from deep third, and a great pick by Landon Baker to retire the side. We go to the last of the second. The inning is at long last over for Daniel Smith. It's 4-1 Chill when we come back. Henry Lomax is on to lead off the bottom of the second for the Coyotes, who picked up a run by way of a throwing error in the bottom half of the first. But now they trail 4-1 after an implosion of an inning from Daniel Smith, who gave up 3 walks in that top 2. The first pitch to Lomax is a big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Now he fouls this one back off towards Sunrise Park. It's 0-2 quickly to Lomax. Lomax from Blue Mountain Christian University, a freshman over there, going to be a sophomore. And that one down low. It's 1-2 to Lomax. Blue Mountain Christian University in Blue Mountain, Mississippi. A swing and a miss. Lomax down on strikes. So back-to-back Ks going back to the bottom of the first for Gael Martinez, and Lomax is retired to start off the bottom half of the second. That brings up the catcher, Dallas Sircon. Sircon up for the first time. Martinez's pitch is high and in. 1-0. Pitch. And tight again, 2-0. Sircon, Victor Valley College. Going to be a sophomore over there. Victor Valley College over in Victorville, California. Not too far away. There's a called strike. 2-1 to Dallas Sircon. He's a catcher and a pitcher, so he plays both sides of the battery, but mainly a catcher. That's exactly where he is in the lineup today. 2-1 is grounded foul off to the left side. Two-two pitch. Got him looking. Right there on the outside corner with the fastball. Sircon can't believe it, but he never stood a chance on that pitch. 2 down. So 3 straight strikeouts now for Gael Martinez, who's starting to figure it out after a bit of a tough start. Brings up Seth Huante. He's playing center field today, and Huante goes after the first pitch and fouls it back just over the bleachers. It's 0-1 to Huante. Huante, Irvine Valley College. He's a utility guy, plays the outfield, plays the middle infield. Today he's in center, and he takes inside here, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit to left. So Huante got a pitch he liked, and he took it right to the pull side, and now on a bobble out there in left field, he will advance to second. So Baker bobbled it. It kicked off his glove, and Huante on the play saw that and hustled all the way over to second. So now a runner in scoring position for Landon Baker. That complicates things for Gael Martinez. Just the second hit that Martinez has given up all day. First pitch to Landon Baker is a called strike. Two down here, bottom 2. It's 4-1. The Chill lead the Coyotes. Man on second is Seth Huante. The pitch to Landon Baker is left high. Baker waits, Martinez delivers, and Baker looks at a breaking ball in there, a called strike 2. Like I mentioned, the Palm Springs Power will begin Game 2 against the Inland Valley Bucks tonight at 7 p.m. as this one's fouled back. Coverage will start at 6:53 p.m. Make sure you also go to Palm Springs Power on Instagram to tune in to the pregame show presented by Agua Caliente Casinos. One and two to Landon Baker. Here's the pitch. Tapped foul off the plate. So we'll do it again. Baker fighting. One-two pitch. Got him. Right down the middle. So Baker strands Hawante at second. It's 4-1 Chill when we come back. Connor Freeze will lead things off here against Daniel Smith in the top half of the third. Freeze is 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. It's 4-1 Chill here as we return to Palm Springs Stadium. 2 hits for the Chill, 1 for the Coyotes. And Freeze takes off the inside on a breaking ball from Daniel Smith. The 1-0 pitch now from Smith, who works quickly, is low, 2-0. That one way up and away. 3-0. Smith having a bit of trouble with control. He's already issued 4 walks across the first 2 innings. Picked up 4 runs, 3 of which have been earned. And that top of the second, that one, not even close. Ball 4. So bat never left Freeze's shoulder, nor should it have. And free pass issued to the leadoff man. That brings up McCarty, who started off that big second inning with a sharp line out to the center fielder Seth Hawante. And the first pitch to McCarty is low. Smith tosses back to first, not in time. One 0 pitch to McCarty is in the dirt. 2-0. Smith delivers. Down low again. 7 straight balls to start this inning for Daniel Smith, having a really tough time locating that fastball. And it is 3-0 to McCarty after Freeze drew the leadoff walk to start the inning. Some big could be brewing here for the Chill once again. That one, not even close, bounces in the dirt, ball 4. So 8 straight misses to start the inning for Daniel Smith, and he issues 2 walks in doing so. And that turns things over to Everett Babcock. Babcock reached on an error and stole a pair of bases. Now we got another mound visit. This time just guys on the infield. Cam Vollmer does not come out. On deck is Matt Radanya. Here's the pitch to Babcock, and just high. Smith just needs to fire a strike right now. It seems like he's really starting to get in his own head about it. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Both runners go. It's in the dirt. No throw will be made. A double steal for Freeze and McCarty. And now the double play is out of the equation here. So that opens the possibilities up for Babcock. Babcock takes a dribbler in the dirt, 3-0. So 11 straight balls from Daniel Smith here in the top of the third against Chill hitters. First 2 men walked. Now Babcock up 3-0, and now he will walk. 3 straight walks without a strike. And that will be all for Daniel Smith. So Cam Vollmer takes the ball, and with that, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to have a new pitcher. Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. Bases still loaded. No runs have come across here in the top of the third, but still nobody out. And the batter will be Matt Radanya. He will face a new pitcher, Cooper Sitton. So Cooper Sitton from Grossmont Community College Bats left, throws right, a shortstop and a pitcher. Played shortstop in yesterday's game for the Coyotes. And the first pitch by Sitton is on the ground, could be a pair. To second for one, back to first, and it's bobbled. So they get the fielder's choice. A run does come across the score. Freeze scores on the fielder's choice. Radagna gets the RBI. So it's 5-1, but a one pitch out for Cooper Sitton. First pitch to Brett Kosei is spiked in the dirt. Kosei is 0 for 1 with a punch out. Struck out swinging in the bottom of the second. Now the runner goes from first, and there will be no throw. So taking second is Radagna. So that's his second stolen base on the day. A swing and a miss to Kosei, 1-1 from Cooper Sitton. One pitch, swing and a miss. Kosei right over top of that one. Timing was fine, he just whiffed on it. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch is driven high, but foul off to the left side and out of play onto the bleachers. Two pitch. Got him looking right on the outside corner. So down on strikes for the second time is Brett Kosei. And now there's two down for Sitton here for Cameron Buck. So Kosei, the only strikeout victim in this lineup of Daniel Smith. Now he strikes out against Sitton as Buck takes the first pitch strike in that same spot that Kosei just struck out on. It's 0-1. Swinging a high pop-up foul and back onto the top step of the Coyotes dugout and out of play. So it's 0-2 quickly to Cameron Buck from Cooper Sitton. Sitton, a versatile guy. He's a middle infielder. He's a pitcher. He bats left but throws right. He can do a little bit of everything. 0-2. Right back up the middle for a base hit. One run scores. Coming around third and scoring is Radagna. And kicking it in center field, Hawante. It's a two-run single for Buck. And the Chill lead 7-1. So 3 runs have come across here in the top of the second. Going for second is Buck, and he will make it. Now the ball skips away. Buck thought about trying to go for third, but he retreats back to second. 1-0 to Jackson Watkins, the right fielder. One in the dirt, 1-1 to Watkins. One pitch is high. It's 2-1. 2 down here, 7-1 Chill, top 3. The pitch to Watkins. He tosses his bat, but a strike, 3-2. The pitch off the outside, ball 4. So Watkins draws the walk. And the umpire is going to say, get back here. It's 3-2. Watkins was about 87 feet down the first base line before he realized that the home plate umpire was barking at him. So no walk for Watkins. It is 3-2. Runner goes from second. Watkins takes down low and takes the walk for real this time. So the walk to Watkins flips the lineup over, and Baker will come up for the 3rd time in as many innings. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit that brought in a run. So Watkins with a pair of walks now. Going after the first pitch is Baker, and he comes up with nothing. Runners on the corners, 2 down. 3 runs have come across in the inning already, all attributed to Daniel Smith. Now the throw down to second on a steal attempt, bounces into center field, and a run's going to come across and score. So playing right into the trap there were the Coyotes, and it's 8-1. That one is just low, 2-1. On the ground to short, kicked away, and into left field, a base hit. And coming around third on the play and scoring is Jackson Watkins. It's an RBI single for Baker, his 2nd of the day. So make it a 5-run inning for the Chill, who lead 9-1. And that will bring up Cam Washington. Washington is 1 for 1 with a base hit and a walk. 2 runs have come across because of him. He's also stolen a base. Takes a first pitch strike here. It's 0-1. Runner goes. Pitches in the dirt. Throw down to second is not in time, and a big collision down at second. Looks like everyone's okay. Regardless, a stolen base for Baker. So 1-1 to Cam Washington, another runner in scoring position. Scratch that, it's 2-0. Oh. Back to second, not in time. That was a close play. It looked like they got him. The field umpire, Wyatt Ellis, says no. And instead, it will be 2-0 with 2 down. Now a bloop into left field, falling, and a diving catch by the shortstop. Ranging all the way out to left field was Roberto Gallardo to make the catch. The inning is over. We go to the last of the 3rd. It's 9-1 Chill here from Palm Springs Stadium. So here's Roberto Gallardo to lead things off. He ended off the top of the third with a really nice catch. And Gael Martinez returns for the Chill, 6 outs away from qualifying for pitching victory. That one off the outside to Gallardo. So he starts him off 1-0. Gallardo appearing for the first time, which is crazy given that some of the Chill players have had 3 at-bats. This one a high pop-up on the infield, coming in the third baseman to make the catch as he ranges over towards the mound. Freeze. 1 away. So a P5 for Gallardo, and here is Caden Raymond, the extra hitter. Gael Martinez, 4 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, an earned run. Want to know now 2-0 as the pitch is outside. Correction, no earned runs for Gael Martinez. The lone run scored by the Coyotes that gave them their only lead of the day came on a infield single followed by a throwing error, as that one is high and wide. 3-0. Ball 4. So taking the first walk since he opened the home half of the first up with a walk for the Coyotes is Paul Saffer. So that brings up Logan Wonka, who had an infield single. And that's just one of 2 hits today for the Coyotes. Pitch in tight, 1-0. After Gael Martinez's day is done, Israel Garcia is slated to pitch for the Chill, as that one is high. Now we'll have a mound visit. Catcher Babcock departs, much to the dismay of Gael Martinez. Catcher is a pitcher's best friend. So Gael Martinez looks into the glove of Babcock, now fires a fastball, and it's popped into center field. Hawante coming in. Who's going to get it? Nobody's going to get it. It's going to drop in between the shortstop McCarty and the left fielder Baker. So a base hit for Logan Wonko. And that moves Saffer over to second. So 2 on, something brewing here for the Coyotes. They need it. Here's Mizukami. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his first time. He takes a called strike on the outer third. Martinez, that was the 3rd hit he's given up. Oh, 1 pitch is high, 1-1. On deck is Javier Avalos. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the 1-1 pitch up high, 2-1. Two-one pitch to Javi Avalos. Here it is. Swing and a miss, 2-2. So the 2-2 count from Gael Martinez to Javier Avalos. On the ground to third. Getting the force out at third is Freeze. So he gets the lead runner. There will be no throw to first for 2. The lead runner is done away with, though, so it is a fielder's choice 5 unassisted for Mizukami, and that brings up Avalos. Avalos 0 for 1 with a punch out, takes high and in, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 9-1 is the score here from Palm Springs Stadium in favor of the Chill. The Coyotes have just 3 hits. 1-1 pitch. A called strike on the outer third on that upper outside corner. Beautiful pitch there, a slider from Gael Martinez. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Way up high. So it is 2-2 with 2 down, as my buddy Ethan Oliveris would say. Deuces are wild now. A bloop on the infield, a nice throw to first in time. So the Coyotes do not score here in the last of the third. We go to the top half of the fourth. It's 9-1 Chill when we come back to Palm Springs Stadium. Henry Lomax is the new pitcher for the Coyotes. He will face first Amari Quinn. And a big swing and a miss here by Quinn on the first pitch. Quinn is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. He is one of 2 Chill members not to have reached base safely across the first 3 innings. Him and Brett Kosei. Now Quinn, a slow roller to second. Scooping it up, Mizukami throwing to first in time. 1 away here in the top of the fourth. So that will bring up Connor Freeze. And he's 0 for 1 with a ground out, a walk, a run scored, and a stolen base. So an eventful 0 for 1. McCarty, the man on deck. Freeze. Swings and carts this one down the left field line. It will be foul. One and one the count from Henry Lomax to Connor Freeze. Swinging a pop-up back towards me. And it is 1-2. That one probably about 6 feet away. Its landing spot. These foul balls are getting dangerously closer and closer to the broadcast booth. Here's the 0-2 to Lomax. He fouls this one back towards Sunrise Park. So Lomax delivering to Freeze, and Freeze managing to stay alive here. Here's the 0-2 pitch one more time. And another foul ball by Freeze. So 0-2 it remains. Here is the 0-2 pitch one more time on the ground. And you guessed it, foul down the left field line. So Freeze really battling here, 0-2. Pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. This one in play. Moving over and losing it in the sun are both Wonko and Hawante. So a base hit for Freeze. He's aboard with one out, and that brings up Nate McCarty. McCarty is 0 for 1 with a similar line to Freeze. A very eventful 0 for 1. A sharp line out, a walk, a run scored, a stolen base. He's been all over the place. First pitch. There's a called strike. A 1 from Lomax is down and in. 1-1 to Nate McCarty. McCarty today playing shortstop. He's done a nice job over there. One pitch. In there. Called strike 2. Beautiful twirling curveball there from Lomax. McCarty leaves this one off the outside, 2-2. Runner goes for second. Here's a throw down, and it bounces away and into center field. So a stolen base for Connor Freeze, the third baseman. And now the count runs full against Nate McCarty as the desert wind picks up and napkins are flying everywhere. Got a little get together going down there on the first base line. Big tent. The tent was looking like it wanted to come out and fly all over the place. Thankfully, it stays down. 3-2 is the count to Nate McCarty. McCarty goes after this one and fouls it off towards the media box and out of play. Count remains full. pitch off the outside, ball 4. So McCarty takes the walk. And that brings up Everett Babcock. Babcock reached on an error and walked. Babcock takes up high on the first pitch. It's 1-0. This is a tough place to hit home runs, but Babcock's got a lot of power. 350 to each foul pole, 400 feet to dead center field here at Palm Springs Stadium. 1-0 pitch to Everett Babcock, and they got the runner picked off. And out over at third is going to be Connor Freeze. Going to second on the play, McCarty. But now there are 2 down. For Babcock. Asking for time now is the pitcher, Lomax. And the 1-0 pitch off the outside. 2-0 to Everett Babcock. It's been an eventful at-bat with the pickoff, the timeout, and yet here we are, 2-0. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Freeze lead 9-1. Runner goes for third. Throw will be late, and it skips away. But holding at third is Nate McCarty. So a runner on third. 3-0 pitch is in for a called strike. It's 3-1 to Everett Babcock. Matt Radagna is on deck. He would be the next man up if Babcock were to reach. Twirling curveball drops in for a strike. 3-2. So 3-2, 2 down. Top 4, 9-1 chill. Full count pitch to Babcock is high, ball 4. So Babcock draws the walk. His second today. And up comes Matt Radagna. Radagna is 0 for 1, a pair of stolen bases, a walk, and a fielder's choice. Later scored a run. Diving back safely is Babcock. Two down. Runner goes, and it's fouled off to the left side. Oh, 1 the count to Radagna. Pickoff throw, back safely. Low and away, throw it on a second, not in time. So moving over to second base is Babcock's courtesy runner, Pavia Picot. So keep in mind in the PSCL, catchers get a courtesy runner and can later return to the game. Now the 1-1 pitch to Redania is fouled back towards us, 1-2. Lomax gets set and delivers a 1-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit to left field. One run's going to score. Coming around third, Pavia Picot. And he will score into second, Redania. And it's 11-1 Chill. A 2-run single for Redania has really cracked this game open. It's his 3rd run batted in of the day. Unbelievable situational hitting there with 2 outs. So that brings up Brett Kosei. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Kosei slaps this one the other way into the gap in right center field, making a running catch. Is Paul Saffer. A really nice play, moving all the way to his right and lunging for it. So that does save a run. But 2 more come across. It's 11-1 Chill when we come back for the last of the 4th. Welcome back to sunny Southern California for some PSCL, Power Summer Collegiate League Baseball. I'm Jack Lennon. Producing is Ethan Oliveris, and up comes Javier Avalos to lead off the bottom of the 4th for the Coyotes. And the first pitch from Gael Martinez is a called strike. Oh, 1 nearly hit him. Avalos had to duck way out of the way of that one. It would have hit him in the head. One and 2. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Beautiful off-speed pitch and had Avalos way out in front. One away here to start off the bottom half of the 4th for Gael Martinez. That will bring up Henry Lomax, who pitched the last inning for the Coyotes, and he takes up high. It's 1-0. Now he takes high again. 2-0 to Lomax. Lomax started the day as a third baseman, found his way to the mound. Now he takes down low. It's 3-0. Real pitch to Henry Lomax, and he takes ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Lomax. Puts a man on for Dallas Siricon. Siricon is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Gael Martinez, that's just his second walk. Here's the throw down to second on the steal attempt, and he's out by a mile. That one wasn't even close. So Lomax is done away with. Now the bases are empty for Sircon with 2 down. A 1 pitch. Sircon takes high, 1-1. One pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Sircon went after the slider there, and Martinez, that one just broke way too much. Sircon never had a chance. Martinez delivers 1-2 pitch, high. So 2-2 to Dallas Sircon. Sircon fouls it back. It remains 2-2. Two pitch to Sircon with 2 down. Fouls it off again. This one back over towards the concession booth. Gael Martinez looking to complete inning number 4. And this one is carded foul off to the left side and out of play. So far, no earned runs for Martinez, just 3 hits allowed. Has walked 2 and struck out 4 across 3 2/3 innings of work. 2-2. Way outside, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Sircon goes down swinging. So we go to the last of the 4th. It's going to be 11-1 when we come back here from Palm Springs Stadium. Henry Lomax returns for his second inning of work. He will face off against Cameron Buck here to lead off the top of the 5th. Buck 1 for 1, 2 RBIs, a run scored, a single, and a walk. So an eventful day for Buck, as has it been for most of this Chill lineup. 11-1 is the score. Chill over the Coyotes. Lomax into a big windup. And all that just to throw a ball in the dirt. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch is popped up in foul territory. Moving over, Landon Baker near the media box. He makes the catch. One away here in the top half of the fifth. So a P3 for Buck to lead off the fifth. Jackson Watkins comes up now. He is walked in his first 2 plate appearances. Did he go around? Yes, he did. It's 0-1. So Watkins behind in the count to Lomax, 0-1. On deck is Baker. Watkins takes high. It's 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch is down low, 2-1. Lomax nods his head yes. Comes in the windup and gets a swing and a miss on a changeup, 2-2. So Watkins takes his timeout in a 2-strike count. Steps back in, pink batting gloves, blue bat, red helmet. A lot of color clashing going on. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Lomax. Sidearms it, and it hits him. So taking first is Watkins on the hit by pitch. And that'll put a man aboard for the leadoff man Baker, who is 2 for 3 with a pair of base hits and a pair of RBIs and a stolen base. It's been an eventful day for him ever since leading off the day with a ground out to short. So here is Devin Baker from Hibbing Community College, and he takes high. Pitch. High again. 2-0 to Devin Baker. Runner goes. The pitch is fouled back. So it's 2-1 to Baker. Watkins at first has good speed. That looked like a hit and run type of situation, but instead it's a foul ball. So Watkins will retreat back to first. Pitch to Baker, line drive, base hit up the middle. Watkins will pump the brakes at second, but a knock for Baker, his 3rd straight single. Looking like Tony Gwynn out there for the Chill. So he's got his 3rd straight single, and he moves Watkins over into scoring position for Cam Washington, and Washington is 1 for 2 with a base hit, a pair of runs batted in, a walk, a stolen base, and a ground out. An eventful day for most of this Chill lineup, Washington included. Here's the first pitch from Lomax, and he takes low and in. Timeout taken by Washington. Lomax has issued 3 hits, 3 walks, given up 2 earned runs in an inning and a third of work. Amari Quinn is on deck. Washington takes down low. So 2-0 to Cam Washington, the center fielder. Pitch. That one gets away from the catcher. Siricon. It's 3-0. Both runners will move up. So now 2 guys in scoring position, less than 2 outs. Sac fly will bring across the 12th run of the game. Watkins to third. Baker to second. There's a pitch on the ground to second. And because of the double steal, it will get a run home, and only 1 out will be recorded. But productive out there from Washington, who gets another insurance run home. Not that another insurance run was necessarily needed, but it is 12-1. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. So 3rd RBI of the day for Cam Washington. Here's Amari Quinn with a runner off of third. And he takes a called strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch to Quinn. Leading off of third is Baker, and he taps this one foul. Devin Baker ready to go at the crack of the bat with 2 outs, 2 strikes. Be going on any sort of contact. The 0-2 pitch. Quinn stays alive, fouls it off. Quinn takes a timeout, now steps back in. Quinn 0 for 3. Quinn takes way inside. 1-2. Pitch from Lomax. Quinn drives this one, crushed but foul. Real early on that one. Instead of a long towering fly ball, that'll show up in the box score tomorrow as a long strike. That one off the outside, so it's 2-2. To Amari Quinn. Here's a pitch from Lomax. Low and away, 3-2. Quinn has battled in this at-bat. He started off 0-2, fouled off a couple pitches. Now he's worked his way full, 3-2. Henry Lomax turns and delivers, and it's way off the inside, so Quinn takes ball 4. That brings up Connor Freeze, and that's going to do it for Henry Lomax. And now Cam Vollmer points out towards left field, and coming in to pitch is the left fielder Logan Wanko. So no move to the bullpen, a move to left, and we will be right back when Wanko finishes warming up. Stay with us, 12-1 chill. Connor Freeze will lead things off here against Logan Wonko, who just came in from left field to pitch for the Coyotes. Short delay as the home plate umpire dusts off home plate before this at bat. If you're just joining us, the Chill lead the Coyotes by a score of 12-1. Throws high. Throw it on the second is not in time, so a stolen base for Amari Quinn. So now they have Baker off of third, Quinn off of second for Freeze. Opportunity to go up even larger here. Base hit would put them up by 13 runs. Here's the pitch from Wonko, and it's on the outside corner for a called strike. That one off the outside. 2-1 to Connor Freeze from Logan Wonko. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside. 3-1. Three-one pitch. On the ground, cued towards first. Tossing to Wonko is Baker. The inning at long last is over. It is 12-1 Chill when we come back here at Palm Springs Stadium. Seth Wante set to lead things off here in the bottom half of the fifth for the Coyotes, who trail the Chill 12-1 here. Scoring summary for you. Second inning, the Chill struck back with 4 runs after the Coyotes scored 1 in the first, then 5 runs in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. And that is how we got here. Now a swing and a miss on the first pitch from Gael Martinez, who is out for his 5th inning of work. Friendly reminder that all PSCL games are either 7 innings or a 2-hour and 15-minute time constraint, whichever comes first. And that one is fouled off. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. is skied high in the air on the mound, and it drops. And so aboard will be Hawante, and that's the second time he's reached safely. This will be an error. So Hawante on first, nobody out. Brings up Landon Baker, and he takes off the outside. It's 1-0. Throw it on to first, not in time. Stretching and tossing in the bullpen now for the Chill, Israel Garcia. Now that one is carted into center field. Moving back now in and underneath it to make the catch in the sunshine. Cam Washington, one away. So here is Roberto Gallardo. Runner goes. There will be no throw as it squirts out of the hand of Everett Babcock. So taking second is Hawante. Israel or Izzy Garcia warming up in the Chill bullpen. Gael Martinez has been fantastic. Pours in a strike here against Roberto Gallardo. Here's a pitch to Gallardo. 1-1. It's fouled back. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch is on the ground to third. Making a nice play is Freeze, and he throws way low, and it skips in the dirt, and it gets away from Amari Quinn. And scoring from second on the play is Seth Hawante. So the Coyotes score their second run of the game, and it's 12-2. Here's Caden Raymond. He takes inside. So the second run of the day for Gael Martinez, neither one earned. Both runs came across on errors. 1-0 the count to Caden Raymond, the extra hitter, and he takes high and in again, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Pretty good pitch, called a ball, 3-0. That one is high and it gets away. Ball 4, squirting away from everybody. So going to third on the play is Gallardo. So Raymond the walk. Brings up Paul Saffer. So Saffer has not registered an official at bat. He's got 2 walks, scored a run. Throw it on to second. Was in time, but it skips away and into center field. So scoring on the play, Gallardo. Going to third, Raymond. And now Raymond will score as it kicks away from everybody and into the dugout. Raymond will score on the play all the way from first. So another error causes a run to come across. 3 come across here in the bottom half of the 5th. Martinez picks up his first earned run. A walk to Raymond cost him. Bases are empty now with 1 out. Pitch is high, 2-0 to Paul Saffer. So Saffer had runners on the corners, now nobody on. Off the outside, 3-0. Martinez has been great. He's gone 4 1/3. Struck out 4. 2 walks, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 4 runs total. The pitch. Check swing, he went. 3-1. Israel Garcia is now getting loose in the chill bullpen. Into a full bullpen session now. That one ripped down the right field line. Fair ball, and Saffer's going to run for a while as it kisses up off against the wall. Playing the carom is Watkins, and Saffer pulls into second. It's a double. So 1 out, base is empty double for Paul Saffer. Puts another runner in scoring position for Logan Wanko. So the catcher, Sirikan, departs. Pardon me, Babcock departs. Zach Phillips is going to stick with Gael Martinez, at least for now. So here is Logan Wanko. And Wanko is 2 for 2 with a pair of base hits. A 1 pitch, swing and a miss, nothing in 2. Oh, 2 pitch from Gael Martinez is tapped foul. Boy, Wanko really stretched to get a piece of that one. He did. And he stays alive here. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Slap foul right back off the netting. 1-2 it remains. Good approach by Wanko to stay alive. Fell off 2 straight pitches here. Deep into a pitcher-friendly count. One-two pitch, and it hit him right on the hand, and boy, that cannot feel good. It hit him right on the top hand on the bat. Wanko's shaking it off, holding his hand behind his back as he trots down to first. Regardless, will stay in the game, as will Gael Martinez. So runners on first and second for Jaden Mizukami. Mizukami's 0 for 2. And he looks at a strike. It's 0-1. Pitch is high. 1-1 to Jaden Mizukami. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1-2 to Mizukami. Stepping off now, Martinez. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Jaden Mizukami. And, ooh, very close. Just off the inside corner with a slider. Didn't quite flip that corner. Now it's 2-2. Great take by Mizukami. And instead of the strikeout, it is 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High and in. 3-2. Three-two pitch to Jaden Mizukami. Runners both go. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The throw to third, not in time. So Wonko and Saffer both steal a bag. It was a good throw to third. Looked like he might have had a shot to get him. But here is Javier Avalos. So Mizukami 0 for 3 after the K. Avalos is 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. Struck out to open up the fourth in his last plate appearance. Pitch on the ground to third. Freeze to first. In time. The inning is over. 3 runs come across for the Coyotes right here from Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be right back for the top half of the 6th. Nathan McCarty will lead things off here in the top of the 6th for the Chill, who lead 12-4 here at Palm Springs Stadium. Beautiful sunny day in Southern California, always seems to be. The first pitch from Logan Wonko is a called strike. Once again, the Palm Springs Collegiate League games end after 7 innings or a 2-hour, 15-minute time limit. This one is blooped into left field, falling in for a base hit. Turning and heading for second, McCarty. The tag's going to be ahead of him. He is out. So McCarty got a little too greedy there. And instead of taking the base hit up by 8 runs, went for second base and was hosed from the very beginning. So 1 away here for Logan Wonko. That will bring up Everett Babcock, and he has to duck out of the way of this one. That one was headed for his head. So the 2-hour, 15-minute time limit will be incurred at approximately 2:22 p.m. 11 minutes from now as Babcock shoots that one into right field, a base hit. But also keep in mind that that is not a drop dead, if you would call it that, timer. It is you cannot start a new inning after 2 hours and 15 minutes. So if the game were to eclipse 2 hours and 15 minutes at some point during this inning, the 7th inning would be the one that would not happen. The game would continue until the end of the 6th. So that will bring up Matt Rodania. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit, a walk, a run scored, a stolen base, 3 RBIs. Very productive day for Rodania. And he takes up high here. Line drive, base hit to left field. Going for third is Babcock, and this is not going to end well. But the throw gets away and into the dugout, so Babcock will score. So scoring all the way from first is Babcock, and a base hit for Rodania brings in a run. It's 13-4. Chill extend their lead. They answer right back after the 3 spot put up in the bottom half of the 5th. And here is Brett Kosei. Kosei goes after that. And swing and a miss. Kosei's 0 for 3, a flyout, 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. One is down low. It's 1-1. That one gets away as it's way high and outside, and trotting over to third base is Rodania. So now, another runner 90 feet away for the Chill, who already lead 13-4. That one is up high. So it's 3-1 to Brett Kosei. Three-one pitch. And the walk. So Kosei takes first. That brings up Cameron Buck. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Wonko still yet to retire a batter in this inning in the traditional sense. He got McCarty by way of a throw out at second on a single. Now stealing second is Kosei, and coming home on the play on the late throw is Rodania. It's 14-4. in favor of the Chill, and the pitch was high, so it's 1-0. Here's the pitch, and it's off the outside to Cameron Buck, so it's 2-0. Kosei the runner on second. Pitch right there on the outer third, a called strike, 2-1 to Cam Buck. Buck is 1 for 2 with a base hit, 2 runs batted in, a walk, a run scored, and he most recently popped out in the top half of the fifth. Here's a pitch right there on the outer third, same spot with a fastball this time, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch to Cam Buck. And it skips way in front of the catcher, Sirikon, in the dirt. Moving to third on the play is Brett Kosei. So now 3-2 with 1 out for Cam Buck. Kosei leads off third. On deck is Jackson Watkins. And the pitch, got him swinging. So Wonko able to fan Cameron Buck. And now Watkins will come up to face Wonko here with 2 down. First strikeout for Wonko. Comes against the righty Buck, and now he gets to face another righty in Watkins here, who thinks about going after the first pitch. Doesn't matter. It's called strike 1. A 1 pitch to Watkins. It's up high, 1-1. Baker is on deck. Devin Baker, he's 3 for 4 with 3 singles, 2 RBIs, a steal. Watkins takes a high strike, 1-2. We're about 4 minutes away from hitting that 2-hour and 15-minute time limit, but the bottom of the 6th will be played out to completion as the 1-2 pitch is off the outside. A new inning cannot be started after 2 hours and 15 minutes, so the 7th in all likelihood will not be played. Two-two pitch. Skips in the dirt, 3-2. So Wonko runs the count full here with 2 down. 14-4 the score for the Chill over the Coyotes. One is high, ball 4. So Watkins takes the walk. It is the second walk issued by Wonko in the inning. Cam Vollmer will come out for a mound visit. And he will not take the ball from Wonko. Offer a few words of wisdom. And now he will take the ball from him. So coming into pitch now, we got a new pitcher. And we'll give you all the details on who that might be when we come back from Palm Springs Stadium. Landon Baker, who started the game at first base, is the new pitcher for the Coyotes. Coyotes now use 3 of their original offensive starters as pitchers today. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures when you're down by 10 runs. Here's the first pitch. And it's up high. It's 1-0. So his first matchup will be against Devin Baker. So we got a Baker on Baker matchup here. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Landon Baker from Hartnell College, a rising junior over there. Hartnell College in Salinas, California. That one off the inside. One of 115 schools that constitute the California Community Colleges Association, which is one of the 3 higher education systems in our great state. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, throw it on to second, not in time. So stealing second is Watkins. And Baker finds himself in a 2-2 count with Baker. With 2 down here, 14-4. The Chill lead here, top 6. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Baker gets out of the jam and keeps the lead right where it is. Israel Garcia will pitch the bottom of the 6th for the Chill when we come back here from Palm Springs Stadium. On to pitch the bottom of the 6th, which will likely be our last inning given the score and the nature of the 2-hour, 15-minute time limit, is Israel Garcia, number 19, a right-hander from Menlo College up in Menlo, California, near San Francisco, just about 20 minutes away. Garcia's first target will be Henry Lomax, and the first pitch is a ball on the outside. Check swing. Did he go? An appeal? No, says Wyatt Ellis, the first base umpire. Garcia gets back in the windup. It's a slow, long windup. Now he throws. Pitch. Swinging a high fly ball to center field. Moving back near the warning track is Cam Washington to make the catch. So Garcia retires the first batter he sees on a long fly out to center field. One away here in the bottom half of the sixth. And now he will face Dallas Sirican, and he leaves the first pitch off the inside. Garcia, fastball, changeup, curveball guy. And he retires the first man he sees now. He goes after Sirican, the catcher. Pitch. A called strike right on the outer third, 1-1. Garcia winds back up. Now reaches back, delivers. Swinging a high pop-up in foul territory. Coming over, and it will fall in front of Amari Quinn. He made a nice effort to get over there. Instead, it drops harmlessly to the ground for strike two. So 1-2 from Israel Garcia to Dallas Sirican. Garcia's 1-2 pitch. Swinging a line shot foul down the right side and back out of play. One-two pitch from Garcia. Here it is. He leaves it just off the outside. 2-2. Garcia making his first appearance of the year. Two-two pitch. Down low. So 3-2 it is. From Garcia to Dallas Sirican. And the 3-2 pitch is shot back to center field. Washington backpedaling underneath it. Got a read on it. Makes the catch. 2 down. So Garcia has retired 2 in a row to open up the bottom half of the sixth. And although the loud contact on both of those plate appearances, he has gotten both Lomax and Sirican to fly out to center field. So here is Seth Hawante. Garcia looking for the 1-2-3 inning. A big swing and a miss on the first pitch. It's 0-1 to Hawante, the center fielder. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Up high. From Garcia to Hawante. The 1-1 pitch. 2 down here. Bottom 6. Called strike on the outer third with the curveball. Beautiful pitch. One-two pitch from Garcia. Line drive. Base hit to left field. So Garcia will not go 1-2-3. He does give up the knock to Hawante, who is aboard with 2 down, and that brings up Landon Baker. So Garcia came in relief of Gael Martinez, who went 5 innings, struck out 4, walked a pair, gave up 1 earned run, 4 total runs. Now the runner goes, throw it on to second, in time! And that will do it. So Garcia retires the side. successfully, 1 hit allowed, no runs, and that will do it for the game. So Garcia pitches the final inning of this one. It is the bottom of the 6th, and the final score, 14 runs on 9 hits and 2 fielding errors for the Chill, 4 runs on 4 hits and as many fielding errors for the Coyotes. The winning pitcher is Gael Martinez, the losing pitcher Daniel Smith. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Jack Lennon. Please be sure to tune in to the Palm Springs Power Game tonight starting at 6:53 p.m. Pacific time. I'll be along with my colleague Sam Egan to call that game. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Jack Lennon. Producing has been Ethan Oliveras. We hope to see you again tomorrow for Day 6 of the PSCL.